Human actions and feelings in romance are influenced by a mix of nature, thoughts, and social interactions. This topic has fascinated people for ages, inspiring myths, books, and various theories trying to unravel why we feel attracted to others. Notably, men often find themselves drawn to women who show a sense of detachment, a trait that surprisingly attracts. Why is this attractive? Why does showing less interest, which might seem strange in a world where love is often shown with closeness, have such a big impact? To grasp this, one needs to explore the psychology behind attraction and the subconscious cues that influence us. Both men and women are shaped by their evolutionary history, where forming social bonds was crucial for survival. However, within these bonds, qualities like strength, independence, and the ability to handle challenges were highly valued as they were essential for surviving and reproducing. A woman who shows detachment indicates that she can stand on her own, suggesting she is self-reliant and can handle life's hurdles without depending too much on others. This type of detachment isn't about being emotionally distant or cold. Rather, it shows a strong inner character. When a woman maintains this independence, it tells a potential partner that she doesn't need someone else's approval to feel valued. This sends a powerful message. Men who might feel insecure or pressured themselves find such women appealing because they pose a challenge. These women aren't easy to win over, adding an element of mystery and charm. One might wonder if this dynamic is just an old evolutionary trick or if it still applies today where roles and social norms have changed. The answer is both. While our basic instincts lay the groundwork for attraction, cultural influences shape how these instincts play out today. In modern times, when women can be more independent and expressive, showing detachment is seen as empowering. It's no longer just about survival, but about thriving independently. A detached woman projects confidence, showing that she's complete by herself. This isn't a rejection of relationships, but a statement of self-sufficiency. She shows that while a relationship can enrich her life, it doesn't define her. For men, this can be both inspiring and a bit daunting. They are attracted to the confidence and self-assurance of such a woman, but also forced to face their own doubts and what they offer in return. This is what makes the dynamic fascinating. A man attracted to a detached woman is often one who is ready to grow and wants a deeper connection than just a casual link. However, it's important to clarify what detachment really means. It isn't about being uninterested or uncaring. It's about not clinging too tightly or losing oneself in pursuit of another. Detachment recognizes that life and relationships change, and that true connection comes from mutual respect and admiration. When a woman practices detachment, she allows herself and her partner to be individuals. This space is vital. It lets desire flow back and forth, keeping the relationship lively and interesting. Men, consciously or not, respond to this. They enjoy the freedom to pursue and win the affection of a woman who doesn't make herself too available. Psychologically, when something isn't easy to get, we see it as more valuable. This isn't about actual worth, but perception. A woman who keeps a bit of distance makes her time seem more valuable, and men find themselves wanting to earn her attention. Detachment also creates a sense of mystery. In a world full of oversharing, being a bit mysterious is rare and appealing. A woman who holds back, who doesn't reveal everything at once, sparks curiosity. She becomes a puzzle a man wants to solve. This intrigue is a strong pull. Yet, true detachment isn't about playing games. It's about being genuine, stemming from self-respect and awareness. A woman who knows her value and isn't afraid to step away from what doesn't benefit her shows immense courage. This is very attractive. Men are often taught to be the protector and provider. When they meet a woman who shows detachment, they see a chance to truly earn her love and respect, not just through superficial acts, but by showing real emotional depth and consistent care. In the presence of such a woman, a man has to step up. He needs to be more aware of his feelings and understand the finer aspects of a genuine connection. This challenges him to evolve and grow, a process that might be tough, but ultimately rewarding. In a larger context, the idea of staying unattached can act like a lesson on how to live life. Just like a self-confident woman who stays unattached seems appealing, people who practice unattachment in their goals often find it easier to achieve success and happiness. This is because being unattached helps to focus and see things clearly. It removes the bonds of desperation and fear, allowing us to navigate life with ease and intention. Men find women who are unattached attractive because these women reveal a deep truth. Love is about being free, not owning someone. It's about two people choosing to be together, not because they need to, but because they want to. It's about being strong on your own and sharing that strength with someone else. Thus, being unattached doesn't push people away. Instead, it builds a pathway to a deeper and more meaningful connection. The relationship between attraction and staying unattached is as old as time itself. It shows that the strongest bonds are those that respect each person's freedom and independence. It celebrates the mystery, challenges, and realness that draw people closer. More than anything, it is a celebration of our ability to bounce back, grow, and love. When it comes to relationships, especially for women, staying unattached also points to a bigger life truth. Our happiness shouldn't depend solely on another person. This is important because it addresses a common human challenge of balancing personal independence with being close to others. A woman who stays unattached knows that no true relationship relies on dependency. She understands that love enhances who we already are, not defines it. Men often sense this trait. A self-sufficient woman signals that her life is already fulfilling. She isn't looking for someone to fill a gap, which creates a different kind of dynamic in how she interacts with the world. Men are attracted to this because it promises a relationship that adds to, rather than completes, a life that's already whole. The value of unattachment is in promoting mutual respect. A man meeting an unattached woman faces a decision to either rise to her level of self-awareness or to step back to his comfort zone. For those who step up, the experience can be deeply changing. It challenges them to face their own weaknesses, fears, and ideas about what being a partner means. In this way, a woman who stays unattached not only draws attraction, but also fosters personal growth. But what does it really mean to live unattached? It means not holding too tightly to outcomes, not letting the fear of losing control our actions. It means being brave enough to walk away from situations or relationships that don't respect our values. Unattachment is about holding things lightly, letting people come and go freely, and trusting that what stays is meant to be. This approach is incredibly freeing. For men, meeting a woman who practices unattachment is like finding a rare gem. She doesn't get caught in the small dramas of seeking approval. She doesn't need to play games to prove her worth. Instead, her calm and balanced demeanor speaks for itself. Her peaceful nature is appealing because it offers a refuge in a world full of chaos and uncertainty. When a woman practices unattachment, She also opens the door to deeper emotional intimacy. This might sound strange, but it's true. By not overwhelming her partner with constant demands for attention, she allows space for a real connection to grow. She lets her partner approach her willingly to show his feelings in his own way. This makes the relationship feel more authentic and less like a transaction. It's crucial to understand that unattachment isn't about withholding love or creating distance on purpose. It's about showing deep trust. Trust in oneself, in others, and in the natural progression of life. This trust is attractive because it builds a stable foundation. Men are drawn to women who show this maturity because it's vital for a lasting relationship. Another appealing aspect of unattachment is its link to ambition and purpose. A woman who stays unattached is usually deeply committed to her own goals and passions. She doesn't give up her dreams for a relationship. Instead, she fits her relationship into a life that's already meaningful. This purposefulness is inspiring. It pushes men to think about their own goals and to aim higher. Men naturally value women who challenge them, not in a confrontational way, but in a manner that promotes growth and self-improvement. A woman who practices unattachment embodies this challenge. She isn't easily impressed or swayed by shallow actions. She looks for realness, effort, and substance. This can be daunting, but also exciting for the right man. It's an opportunity to become a better version of himself. There's also a deep respect that comes when a woman practices unattachment. This respect arises not just because she is living independently, but because her way of life challenges others to respect themselves and grow in the process. Women who show self-respect are highly regarded by men. It's that straightforward. A woman who understands her value and won't accept less than she deserves sends out a strong signal. She's confident in setting limits, stating what she needs, and looking after her own well-being. This kind of strength is attractive because it shows she has a rare and valuable honesty. Being detached leads to healthier, more balanced relationships. When both partners keep their independence and come together without needing each other, they form a strong bond based on mutual empowerment. This relationship is about choice, not necessity, making it a true partnership of equals where both people contribute fully. Men naturally gravitate towards this kind of dynamic because it feels genuine and modern, moving away from old-fashioned ideas of dependency. This approach celebrates each person's uniqueness while building a meaningful connection. Here, detachment isn't a barrier to closeness. Rather, it opens the way to it. A woman who can detach is also able to inspire trust. By not clinging or demanding, she fosters a space where her partner can feel free to be himself, which is especially appreciated by men as it allows them to open up without fear of judgment. Detachment reflects emotional intelligence. It shows a deep self-awareness and a skill in handling complex personal interactions gracefully. Women who master this are seen as stable and strong, qualities that are magnetically attractive to men. Such women also signal resilience and self-control, suggesting they've overcome challenges and grown stronger, which reassures men of their capability to manage life's difficulties with elegance. It's not just the lack of neediness that attracts. It's the presence of a resilient inner core. Men are drawn to this kind of quiet, consistent strength that persists through tough times. A woman who remains steadfast, not easily shaken, and combines strength with empathy, naturally draws others towards her. Moreover, detachment encourages a dynamic where mutual interest is continually renewed. By not making her partner the sole focus, she keeps the relationship exciting and challenging, which men love as it resonates with their instinct to pursue worthwhile goals. In detachment, there's also a realization that everything is transient. A woman who understands this lives freely, not bound by unrealistic expectations. She enjoys the present for what it is, a viewpoint that often inspires men to adopt a similar outlook. This shared understanding can deepen their connection, lifting it above ordinary concerns to something more lasting and profound. Moreover, detachment allows a woman to stay objective in her relationships. She keeps her emotions in check, allowing her to see things clearly and make decisions that reflect her values. This kind of clarity is attractive, as it promises stability and a calm approach to life's challenges. Men value this steadiness, seeing such a woman as a reliable anchor in turbulent times. Lastly, there's a unique charm in a woman who knows when to step away from situations that don't benefit her. This decision, rooted in self-respect, shows men she sets high standards for herself and won't settle for less than she deserves. This not only demands respect and admiration, but also adds an element of rarity to her presence, making her even more appealing. Men, often used to attention, find a woman who can confidently walk away to be a rare and valuable individual worth cherishing. Being independent is key in any healthy relationship. When a woman keeps up her own hobbies, friends, and interests outside her romantic relationship, it allows both her and her partner to grow on their own. This sort of independence strengthens the relationship, bringing out the best in both partners. Men are often attracted to this kind of self-reliance. It encourages them to support and admire their partner's unique traits instead of trying to limit them. Such relationships are built on equal footing, with both partners feeling valued and respected for who they really are. At its heart, being independent is a way of showing love for oneself. It means understanding that your value doesn't depend on someone else's opinion or behavior. A woman who embraces this independence knows her own worth, and this confidence is visible to others. Men are drawn to this genuine quality. They look for a partner who is true to herself, not afraid to show vulnerability, and comfortable in her own skin. A woman who maintains her independence offers this genuineness, which is both rare and valuable. This authenticity also makes the relationship feel safe. A woman who is independent doesn't play games or manipulate. She's open and honest, which allows her partner to be himself. Men who might feel the need to hide their softer sides find comfort in this type of relationship. It allows them to open up and connect more deeply. Being independent is a quiet kind of strength. It's about sticking to your beliefs, being true to yourself, and handling life's challenges with dignity. A woman who displays this strength is inspiring and admirable. Men are attracted to her not just for her looks or charm, but for her deep character. Independence also brings a peaceful aura, which is uncommon in today's often chaotic world. A woman who masters independence doesn't let outside situations shake her peace. This calmness is very appealing to men, providing them a break from their own stressful lives. Her tranquil presence becomes a comforting space where a man can truly be himself without fear of judgment. This doesn't mean she puts up with bad behavior or ignores her own needs. Instead, she sets clear boundaries respectfully and calmly, without drama. This balanced approach is very appealing. There's also a humility in independence. A woman who is independent doesn't need to show off her worth to others because she knows it herself. She doesn't seek approval through flashy achievements. Her confidence is quiet, reflected in her actions and way of being, not through arrogance. Men appreciate this humility because it feels real, a stark contrast to the often exaggerated behaviors seen in social interactions today. An independent woman doesn't need to be the center of attention to be noticed. Her mere presence is enough, and this subtlety adds to her charm. Another interesting thing about independence is that it adds a touch of mystery. In a world where oversharing is common, a woman who keeps some things private becomes intriguing. She doesn't share every detail of her life, which creates a sense of mystery. Men like challenges and puzzles, and they are curious to learn more about a woman who doesn't reveal everything at once. However, it's important to note that this mystery isn't about being distant or unapproachable. It's about being authentic. An independent woman isn't secretive for the sake of playing games. She simply values her privacy and individuality. This honesty extends to how she communicates. She talks clearly and directly, without using indirect or emotional tactics to make her point. Men value partners who express their needs and feelings openly, without hidden motives or games. Independence also builds resilience, another trait men find attractive. Life and relationships come with ups and downs. An independent woman faces these challenges calmly and with an open heart. She doesn't let difficulties define her or disrupt her self-image. This resilience is a source of strength for her and her partner, turning challenges into chances for growth instead of conflict. Men are attracted to women who handle life's storms gracefully, as it shows they can build lasting, supportive relationships. Keeping your distance allows a woman to stay unbiased in her relationships. She doesn't romanticize her partner or view him as perfect. Rather, she recognizes him as he truly is, with both his strengths and weaknesses. This honest perspective is beneficial as it builds a relationship based on reality, not fantasy. Men often find great relief in being in relationships where they aren't expected to be flawless. A woman who keeps her distance appreciates sincerity, effort, and genuine behavior the most. This fosters an atmosphere where both partners can develop together without feeling burdened by impossible expectations. One of the greatest benefits of keeping distance is the freedom it provides. A woman who maintains distance does not cling to her partner because of fear or insecurity. She doesn't try to control or manage his life. Instead, she gives him the space to be his own person, follow his interests, and make his own decisions. This freedom isn't a sign of carelessness or neglect. Rather, it shows deep trust. A woman who keeps her distance has enough confidence in herself and her partner to let go of the need for constant approval. She knows that true love can't be pressured or forced. It must come willingly. This trust lays a foundation for stability and security, which men find very attractive. In an environment where there's both freedom and trust, a special kind of closeness can develop. When a man isn't weighed down by expectations or duties, he is free to offer his love wholeheartedly. His actions come not from obligation or guilt, but from real affection and gratitude. This type of bond is rare and valuable, and often results from a woman's ability to keep distance. It's important to remember that keeping distance isn't something you're born with. It's a skill that needs to be practiced and maintained. A woman who keeps distance is always learning, growing, and improving her understanding of herself and her relationships. This dedication to personal growth is another reason why men find her so appealing. When a woman is on a path of self-discovery, it inspires those around her to start their own personal journeys. Her ability to maintain distance is not just a personal quality. It serves as an inspiration and motivation for others. Men are particularly attracted to this because it encourages them to become better people. Therefore, the real essence of keeping distance isn't about withdrawing from life or love, but about engaging with it in the most genuine and impactful way possible. A woman who maintains distance exudes inner strength, calm confidence, and a strong sense of self-worth that naturally attracts others to her. She represents a perfect balance between independence and connection, between self-care and caring for others. Men are drawn to this energy because it touches on a deep, basic human desire. To connect not out of dependency or fear, but out of choice and respect. It challenges the usual way of relationships and invites both partners to reach their fullest potential. In her detachment, she teaches us all a crucial lesson, that the most meaningful relationships aren't built on dependence or control, but on allowing, trusting, and enjoying the freedom to simply exist. This balance, this harmony, forms a relationship that's not just desirable, but deeply fulfilling. As we continue to explore the intriguing dynamic of detachment in relationships, it's essential to recognize its profound impact on communication and personal growth. Detachment, when practiced wisely, fosters a communication style marked by openness and sincerity. Instead of conversations clouded by emotional turmoil or hidden motives, detachment allows individuals to express their thoughts and feelings clearly and respectfully. This transparency is vital for building trust and understanding between partners, making every interaction more meaningful. Moreover, detachment enriches personal growth, which is crucial in any relationship. It encourages individuals to focus on their development without feeling overshadowed or constrained by their partners. This focus on personal growth is not just about pursuing individual interests or career goals. It's about evolving emotionally and spiritually. A detached individual sees relationship challenges as opportunities to learn and grow, rather than obstacles that provoke fear or insecurity. This perspective not only strengthens the individual, but also revitalizes the relationship, infusing it with a sense of adventure and mutual discovery. In embracing detachment, we also embrace a more profound respect for personal boundaries. This respect is critical in today's relationships, where the balance between closeness and personal space is often delicate. Detachment teaches us that true intimacy is not about erasing boundaries, but about honoring them. By recognizing and respecting each other's boundaries, partners can create a healthier, more sustainable relationship that allows both individuals to thrive. Detachment also plays a crucial role in managing conflicts within a relationship. Instead of reactive responses driven by intense emotions, detachment allows for a more measured, thoughtful approach to solving problems. This approach prevents conflicts from escalating and helps partners address issues constructively without resentment or bitterness. In turn, this fosters a deeper understanding and appreciation for each other's viewpoints and feelings, reinforcing the relationship's foundation. Lastly, the practice of detachment aligns closely with the art of appreciation. In a detached state, individuals are more likely to notice and cherish the small gestures and qualities that make their partners unique. This heightened appreciation brings joy and gratitude to everyday moments, enriching the relationship and making both partners feel valued and loved. Detachment, therefore, is not about distancing oneself emotionally or physically from a partner, but about engaging in a more thoughtful, appreciative, and respectful manner. In summary, While detachment might seem counterintuitive in a culture that often emphasizes constant connectivity and availability, its benefits are profound. It enables clearer communication, fosters personal growth, respects personal boundaries, manages conflicts wisely, and enhances appreciation of one's partner. Thus, detachment, when understood and applied in its truest form, is not a withdrawal from the relationship, but a sophisticated strategy to deepen and enrich it. This balanced approach not only sustains love, but allows it to flourish in the most beautiful and enduring way. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed or found this video helpful, then please consider subscribing and turning post notifications on. Click on one of the videos on screen to watch more. I'll see you in the next one. Until next time.